Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Episode 9, I believe. Last time we finally got our ship fixed, and we're on a quest to go over here to port and do repairs and supplies, which we actually already have. So if we click supply here, we can basically restock our supplies, which we already did. So we have full, well, we could use some more. Morale's down. We could use more food. So let's see, what should we get for food? Let's get fresh fruit. So those supplies we can auto fill. The others, let's go ahead and get some fresh fruit. And let's see, we got water. We should probably get water. Okay, I think that should do it. Though it doesn't seem to actually have increased any. Okay, so we can sail around this island. And there's actually all sorts of encounters we could have on the island. So the question is, do we sail on, or do we explore the stuff on the island? Okay, that's just a merchant ship. We don't care about merchant ships. We are not a pirate. What's this? Oh, repair supplies. We're already at full, so that doesn't really matter. And apparently our morale is not doing great. Probably need better food. They're tired of fruits. So anyway, do we know any locations? This is where we want to go. So it looks like if we just click that, our ship will automatically sail there. Yay! Well, that's right. Arena's still injured. I need to take on crew. How do I get more crew? And how do I assign crew? That is a good question.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind. The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once. You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide, just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before. You stand in Bareth's realm. You are alone. And then you are not. An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Berith, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Berith settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
He's draining souls from the veins of luminous Arda.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains. The figure nearest Berith dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Does Aethys frighten you, Berith? He should. Magran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the god Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul. A moon would do the job nicely.
Given her relationship with the moon, I doubt Andra would approve of that plan.
Wodica throws her head back and laughs. The sound is a dry, rasping bark.
Andra could do with a new act. Her current one has grown rather stale.
Where are the other gods?
They see to their own affairs. You will speak to them in time, should you have the need.
The figure beside the aspect of Berith flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
What kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys's return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wedeka suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice.
Then what's the point of this exercise?
The pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magrin grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake. Magrin stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Absorbed his children? I don't understand.
The pallid knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magrin's direction.
Magran speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wodika waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys, other than decisive, final action.
There's no cause to act now.
Your opinion is unasked for, but noted.
The pallid knight says.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The pallid knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
The black of the pallid knight's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
I'll do what I can.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky. You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
Well, that was interesting. Hopefully the gods aren't going to keep pulling me into their realm and basically arguing in front of me. I felt sort of like when the parents are arguing in front of the kids. And we're back on the ship. view. Okay, so that's how we get off the ship. Okay.
Absolutely.
An orange cape, potions, lockpicks, fragments of the blade of Ender's Path. And let's switch capes, because I think we're still wearing the Cloak of the Obsidian Order cloak. So let's go ahead and take that one off and put on just... Whoops. Where'd the other... I know there was another cloak here a minute ago. That's only so useful, but we'll carry it. There it is. Plain orange cloak. Goes better with the pirate motif. Arg.
That's very kind of you.
Okay. I think that's everything here. Oh no, there's something here. Scroll of Winter Wind. And a letter from Ufra. I think that was the ranger with the Arctic fox from the original story.
Okay. Just
My lady, what do you require? I suggest we proceed to Nekataka, my lady. It is the largest city in Deadfire, and we shall be better able to get our bearings there.
Oh, it's down here.
With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand. They're there in my head when I sleep, and sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul. Will we? Ought we? I just don't know. I trust you, Watcher. I swear I do. I worry sometimes about what's gonna happen to me. But, well, it's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my God, even if it kills me. Tell me what's on your mind? We talking during the Saints' War, or after? No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Apparently talking to her took me up a level. Okay. Let's take another diplomacy. Oh, let's take another mechanics. So this is one where I get one, but I have to split it between which class I want. So I could get into the fray. Or We're going to go ahead and take this one. Okay, next. We should be done. What's this? I don't know. Oh, I think this is the one that lets me change my character portrait. They added that new, I believe. So go up on deck. Okay, so we're on the ship here.
Bilge swallow?
That's what be a bilge swallow, little lass. And it be a swabby fathom-headed enough to drink from the bilge.
You talk funny, Uncle Seraphim.
You know, lass, each time you call me that, you be aging me 3/2 a year.
Okay, so this would take us back to the world map so we can navigate. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know how we get from the world map back to the ship, but we'll probably figure that out. So I assume any of these port symbols are places we can get off. Apparently we need to get rum or something. I think the morale's going down because we don't have rum. Because you can never have too much rum. At least on a ship. Well, you can have too much rum, but sometimes you have to have rum for the morale of the crew to improve. Oh, I see. We're getting sort of an overview of the city here. That's sort of neat. I sense a cutscene.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
Let's go with this one. I'm following a giant made of Ardra, and I need to see someone in the palace about it.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for. To help with your head.
Show them.
Oh, great. Now the Pallid Knight's listening to everything I say.
Show them what you are.
I've heard enough. There's no room for you in Nekataka Harbor. Get back on your ship and head back to open sea.
I will help you.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
Now.
What? What is this?
Run for it!
Well, that wasn't a great way to make friends.
I think I got a ghost up my nose there. That's better.
Oh, I do love him. Okay, so, I don't know how well that's going to go over in the city, but, oh, I forgot. We got our little cipher friend now. Gained 4,719 experience.
And now Port Marge is behind us. I thought this would be a relief.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss. Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
So apparently he sells clothes. Huh. That's different. I've got my pirate hat, so... Ooh, I could get a different color cape now. Sorry, I had to get a cape. I think you'd look better with a cape. An orange cape. Ooh, yeah, an orange cape. And let's give you an obsidian cape. Capes for everybody. Sorry. I know. Oh, that. Apparently getting capes leveled up 3 of them. I think there must be some time delay or something, because we didn't get any experience from the capes, did we? Nope, must have been just time delay. So, we have our fearless mage here. He's going to stay our expert on Arcana, or Arcana, however you say it. And Metaphysics. Ooh, he gets these 3rd level spells. I think we're going to go with this one. I'm hoping... Oh, I have to choose 2. Ooh. Let's go ahead and do that one. Okay. We're actually going over here, but I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, we got a conversation there. I'm going to go ahead and quickly take these people up levels. She's going to be our alchemist. And our history person. Prayer for spirit. Do that one. And that one. And let's do Arius. I'll probably stop him in mechanics soon. And let's give him more streetwise. He gets to choose one ability. Let's go ahead and get stances. Okay, and I think at this point we will wrap up the episode. I'll see what Aloth wants to talk about next episode. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave me a like or a comment. And if you dislike the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine. But please leave a comment saying what you disliked about the episode. As always, this is Spidey1958, and have fun gaming.